looking for a good time, pull up a chair. There's a cowboy telling stories and just don't care. From chasing 8 seconds to now running the show. From the arena dirt to the chutes to lights on the road. According to Flint, life's better with a grin. A cold beer, good friends, and a wild streak within. From the dirt to the screen, he's keeping it real with a heart like Montana and nerves made of steel. Yeah, you never know what he's gonna say, but you're gonna have fun either way. It's a wild ride, buckle in tight. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night. He's quick on his feet, got a mic in his hand, firing up the whole place, got the crowd clapping hands. Ain't no filter, just straight up truth, calling it like it is from the cowboy booth. According to Flint, life's better with a grin. A cold beer, good friends, and a wild streak within. From the dirt to the screen, he's keeping it real with a heart like Montana and nerves made of steel. Yeah, you never know what he's gonna say, but you're gonna have fun either way. It's a wild ride, buckle in tight. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night. So raise a glass, raise a cheer, turn it up, we're all in here. Good folks, good vibes, let's take this thing for one more ride. According to Flint, life's better with a grin. A cold beer, good friends, and a wild streak within. From the dirt to the screen, he's keeping it real with a heart like Montana and nerves made of steel. Yeah, you never know what he's gonna say, but you're gonna have fun either way. It's a wild ride, buckle in tight. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night. Oh yeah. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night.
Coming to you live from an undisclosed location, here is your host, the one and only Glenn Rasmussen.
Oh, that was close. That was not a planned entrance. It's been a busy day. Welcome everybody. Gotta turn down my volume here. Welcome everybody. It has been a busy day, and I hosted the Texas Rattlers Bull Riding Team Media Evening out at the TX Whiskey Ranch. Oh, I didn't tell you that's where it is. TX Whiskey, of course, one of their big supporters, really good. What do you say? It's good alcohol. I didn't have any because I had to talk. A beautiful place. It's an old golf course, which they have refurbished 9 holes, and by invite, you can go golf there. But I was hosting that, had the sport coat on. So I thought, why don't I, one night for the people, leave a nice shirt on? It's a Wrangler. It's a Wrangler Rock 47. Got the little decorations on. So had that going, and so I flashed out of the picture because I had to pour a beverage, and I have the Western Sports Foundation leather. Is it a koozie or is it a saddlebag? I don't know. So anyway, good to see everybody. Evan was number 1 today, as always. Not as always. Good to see everybody. Ron, Tammy, Lindy, all the usual suspects. So that is where I've been. I had to hurry home. Got home, got settled in, got our makeshift studio set up, connected with Bo back in Billings, Montana, and here we are. So everybody gets settled in. I'll give everybody a little time. Thank you I like the word spiffy, as a matter of fact. I appreciate that. Dashing is a word that I enjoy. Spiffy, dashing, elegant yet practical. Right? Good. You got to kind of let one. If you were cowboy and if you were in the team roping, you might do this. Be there, but no, we're letting it down. I can go one more if you want, but easy, easy. Yeah, I'm not Italian. Go back. Hey, John Travolta, what's up? So good to see everybody. It is beautiful. Bo, what's it, 99 there in Billings tonight? Bo, I know everybody's going to give me their weather report now. I know it was, I looked earlier today. It was in the 90s. It was in the 80s there in Choteau, Montana, where my mom and dad are sitting on the porch. Kyle Shobe is calling me not too shabby. Check me if I'm wrong. Kyle Shobe just left the home office at Connolly's Western Wear in Billings, Montana. Kyle Shobe just driving and watching, I think, is what he's doing. I don't know. So it's been hot up there, a little warm for Montana, but it is August. It is about to switch. They've had hints of fall in Montana. Hints of, it is, I'll tell you, unusually, the sun went down here in Fort Worth, and you're going to need a sweater, some sort of windbreaker, because it shot down in a hurry to 98.1 degrees. Burr. Thank God there's no humidity, though. That's a relief. Not 168, Marcus. No. Not quite. So hey, got some players tonight. That's all we can ask. Kyle Shobe. We were just speaking highly of you, Bo Wagner and myself. We got a few things to cover. Got the team series continuing after Nashville last weekend. Rodeo Billings. We got rodeo. I got to brainstorm a little. I didn't have much time to prep, so I got to brainstorm what rodeos are coming up across the Northwest and what the date is. We'll go through some of that. Lots going on. We'll take a little. Let's let everybody get settled in. Are you good to go, Bo, with commercials? Little ring. Okay. Time once again. Make sure old LT has his gloves right. 1997. That's when I sat down with Carl Stressman and said, "Yep, I want to be a Wrangler guy. Still am. Long live Cowboys. It's the ride of life. Thanks to our friends at Wrangler Jeans. We'll get going after this."
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Welcome back. Just a little news flash. Kurt Blake has just messaged me and saying he's going to be a little bit late. So I guess we can go on. Should we go on without Kurt? Hey, Linz. Good to see you. Cody. What else we got? We got some people. Got some players tonight. Well, what's happening is I've discovered being down here too and watching those charts they give about how much daylight is gained and lost in a certain month. It isn't just Montana in the summer, the days are really long with daylight. But once it starts to go away, it really goes away. Right, Bo? It's like sun's down right now already, isn't it? You go from these, it's only 7:10 there. It's 10 after 8 here, and it's damn sure the bats are out. I'll tell you that. But once it starts to go, it starts to go. And I think my theory is in Montana, by this time of year, they're all tired of summer anyway. Like that. I had a friend of mine, good friend I work with at the PBR office, my friend Justin Parks. And if it's pleasant enough, we walk the stockyards every day. Just go people watching, go looking. And we walked out a couple days ago. And he said, "Man, brother," he said, "this place is about a month from being the most pleasant place anybody will ever be." And that's about right. You get to the end of September here in Fort Worth, and it is gorgeous. So Oh, Kenny Ringer, where's Shorty? Sharon, sun's still up in Phoenix, and you can't beat that. If the sun's up in Phoenix, you know the sweat's running down the crack of your ass. I'm telling you that right now. Hey, team PBR Camping World Team Series continues through the summer into the fall. Nashville last weekend, Austin, Texas this coming weekend. Texas Rattlers and the Austin Gamblers meet up for the Land.com Texas Cup, the big rivalry. They meet up on Saturday night for the second time this year. Austin sitting second in the team standings, Texas sitting third. So that really is it really is a rivalry. Let's take a look at the season standings so far. See who's on top. There's the Arizona Ridge Riders. They lost again on Sunday, but they're 9-2. There's Austin and Texas in 2 and 3. The Florida Freedom, led by Tiago Salgado and John Crimber, as well as a few others. Then it's Kansas City, Missouri, Carolina. Carolina's had a little bit, not as strong as you think. They got Dalen Swearingen, Cooper Davis. I'll tell you, guess who rode 2 in a row? He bucked off on Sunday, but look who was 87.5 and 85.5. Jess Lockwood for the Carolina Cowboys. Jess is looking pretty good, naysayers. Then you got the Nashville Stampede, the New York Mavericks, and down at the bottom, the Oklahoma Wildcatters. Carol, let me tell you who is. Look out. The kid is so solid. Clay Guyton for Carolina. Gets traded to Carolina, where he's from. That's a great fit. So, really a great weekend in Nashville. That is one of the highest grossing crowd-wise teams events that we do. Probably the highlight of the viral video from Nashville is the no one's ever going to throw a beanbag in that cornhole board from over the chutes to the center stage. The guy sinks it. The Camping World Cornhole Challenge overhand as far as he could throw it. It went viral on social media. Sports Center showed it. Wins a camper van or something from Camping World. In the start of the show in Nashville. That really was a promotion that brings a lot of attention to Camping World because they're a great title sponsor of the team series. None of us thought nobody would win. There's nobody going to win, ever. Freaking guy swishes it in a hole this big from however far you can rear back and throw a beanbag. Yeah. So congratulations, whoever the hell that guy was. But he's getting a new camper. And people were like, ooh, Camping World's like, what? Ooh. And Chris, right? Did he have to rent a truck to get, was it there? Was the camper there, Rank? Fill us in. And people were like, they ain't giving away a camper. Bullshit. Everybody I talked to knew it was a Camping World promotion because they put the guy in a Camping World t-shirt. I talked to guys on Chancey Williams' bus this past weekend. The Fenoglio, do you say it Fenoglio or is it Fenoglio? Fenoglio boots guys. There are like 5 of them. They're like, how about the Camping World promo? They don't have a connection to Camping World or PBR, but they knew. They knew it was a Camping World promo. And one of the guys said, that was the most genius thing ever, putting that guy in a Camping World t-shirt. I said, well, it might be genius, but it was thought of by a 24-year-old girl that manages that account. Like, let's put him in a Camping World t-shirt. You know what? That's why people have marketing degrees and work for companies. So, yeah, damn right. Chris says, that's what your boss. Who's your boss? I'm your freaking boss. No, I'm not. Luke, is that be Luke Kaufman? Hankin? Could be. Anyway, it was a great weekend. And Austin this weekend promised to be great. When you walk around Austin, my daughter Shelby and I discovered a couple of years ago, or last year, walking around Austin, when it's really hot, which it always is in the summer down there, if you go walk downtown, you got to decide. Instincts would tell you to walk on the shaded side of the street. But if you walk on the sunny side of the street, it's way hotter, but you don't have to step over homeless people because they all lay in the shade on the sidewalk. So that little tip from the veteran, wear a t-shirt and shorts in Austin and walk on the sunny side of the street because the homeless people like the shade. Is that insensitive? Could be. I don't care. It's Austin. Whatever. Let's see. What else? I like the bottle behind you. Go Dogs. No. Oh, wait, you think that's Georgia Bulldogs? Well, hold on. Do you think that's the Georgia Bulldogs? Thanks, Rank. Wait, you think this is the Georgia Bulldogs? No. That's the Ice Bowl 50th anniversary Green Bay, Wisconsin limited edition. Never a fan gave me that. That's the Packers, baby. That's the Ice Bowl. They win the Super Bowl again. We're cracking this bitch open. There you go. Georgia Bulldog. Only Bulldogs in here are Western Montana Bulldogs and Shoto Bulldogs. I'll tell you that. Big weekend last weekend. We usually pick some rodeos to talk about. There were some good ones. It's rodeo season in PRCA. I mean, Canby, Oregon was going on. Moses Lake, Washington. Will and my brother Will, my friend John Harrison were out there. Yeah, Baker, Montana. But the one I'm featuring, why not? RB, baby. Should have put my t-shirt on. Rodeo Billings. Man, Bo helping out there at Rodeo Billings. David Allen taking the reins with the Nile, combining the fall rodeo with the summer rodeo. Right there, see that? That's what you call a drone shot, folks. That is a night rodeo with the Montana Fair in Billings, Montana. And right there on Saturday night, that's about 4,000 people if I were to calculate, right? Right, Bo? Saturday night sold out. All you naysayers say, I ain't going to nothing there till they put a cover on that grandstand, get me in the shade. Guess what? How about we wait till the sun goes down? That'd be great. It's a night rodeo. Beautiful job. Great job, Rodeo Billings. Fun was had by all. VIP tents, dirt suites. That's how outdoor rodeo is supposed to be done. Marcus, rocker has upset folks lately. No shit. What? I got to be honest with you, Marcus. Rocker is riding bareback horses. Rocker Steiner is riding bareback horses right now as well as you'll ever see anybody spur bareback horses. I don't know what you're talking about. But they got the Hell on Wheels tour going on and they're kicking ass. Yeah, so whatever. So anyway, good job, Billings. The winners, let's take a look at the winners. Rodeo Billings, some good winners. Sage Allen in the bareback riding a great bareback horse. J-Bar J and Cullen Pickett had their horses there, right? And Ross Mosier, the Augusta Flash. That's Kent's boy right there. Ross Mosier, former wrestling great for now Providence University of Great Falls. The Montana guy gets this. That's a huge win for him in the circuit standings. It's old D-Bird from up there in the Brown and Cutbank area and Ryan. They win the team roping. Sage Newman. It's a night of sages. Sage Newman from just up the road. I can't imagine how loud the crowd was when Sage Newman won the Bronc Ride. Just up from Melstone, just kind of northeast of Billings. That's awesome. Local hero. Zach Youngblood with the tie-down rope. And Katie Williams, look at us, putting the breakaway rope in there. Katie, I think Katie's a Montana circuit girl. Katie Williams is. Emma Parr in the barrel racing. By the way, for the record, Garrison Allen was announcing the rodeo with Bob Tallman. Garrison Allen's wife, Alyssa Lockhart Allen, was second in the barrel racing, and her mom, Lisa Lockhart, was third. That's the kind of info you don't just get from reading that. That's it right there. Marcus says, I got to get back. And then Colton Kaufman in the bull riding. Congratulations. Marcus, Cowboy Channel likes to farm engagement off his rides. Marcus, I'm sure you know this. You know what social media is, right? It's being a whore to likes. It's engagement. That's what social media is. We set a record, by the way, this past weekend. The PBR's social media set a record for the most engagements on a weekend ever. There you go. $60,000 lead. Yeah. If anybody you know why Rocker Steiner? It's like the blue shirts of the Wright brothers. Oh yeah, those blue shirts. Yeah, they get more points. You know why? Because they're really, really good. You know why Rocker Steiner's winning rodeos? Do you think the judges watch the goddamn Cowboy Channel? No, sorry to say, GD. They'll watch. Rocker Steiner is the best. He's spurring bareback horses better than anybody right now. So he keeps winning. And he's flashy. He's good for business. So, yeah. Cowboy Channel, they're riding the wave. What the hell? BJ, Flint's just doing his podcast for attention. No kidding. This is my podcast. I always say I haven't done a podcast in a while. This is our podcast. This is real. This is the stuff right here. You sound like a judge who talks important. Really? Wow. What about Evan just driving the bus over me right there? Anyway, yeah, it's like, who gets to be on social media? You know what it takes for a company or someone, you know what it takes to be popular on social media? Number one, you can't be a shitty bareback rider and be huge on social media. On the other hand, you can't be a great bareback rider and have zero personality and be as ugly as a hobo's Band-Aid and be popular on social media. There's a saying, he smells like a hobo's Band-Aid. You got to have both. Guess who has both of those things? Who's popular on social media and has both those things? Rocker Steiner and John Crimber. Shad Mayfield is popular as far as a tie down rope. You think rough stock has a thing, look at, who's doing a good job on social media? Tristan Hutchings in the PRCA. Look at Stetson Wright. Stetson Wright is an unbelievable interview. He's a good looking kid. He's fun. He's got a great personality. It's reality, social media. So anyway, what else we got? Hey, I have an idea. Should we show that? Let's show the schedule where I'm going next, and then we'll come back to the PRCA stand. Cody Webster is good on social media. Good looking guy, fun. Yeah. Coming up, Gambler Days this weekend, 27th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Austin. The next weekend, it's Labor Day weekend, the Missouri Thunder. That is taking place in Springfield, Missouri. Anaheim, California, a 3-day neutral site PBR, September 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then on to Greensboro, North Carolina for Cowboy Days. Those are the next 4 events coming up in the PBR Camping World Team Series. I did want to get to this. Speaking of Stetson Wright, told Bo today, let's take a look at the saddle bronc riding. I've really been paying attention to the saddle bronc riding in the PRCA. So our Montana Silversmiths PRCA standings of the week. Look at this all-star cast. There's Ryder Wright. Got some Wright boys in here. Ryder Wright, he's sitting at 253,000. Dawson Hay, the Canadian. Damian Brennan, the Australian. Brody Wells, the Wyominger. I think he's from Wyoming. Zeke, going to mess around, go down as one of the greatest bronc riders ever. There's our man Sage Newman from Millstone, Zach Dallas. Cade Bruno, Brody Kress, Weston Patterson. There's Statler, and there's Stetson. Then you have Wyatt Casper, Chase Brooks, the Montana guy, Ben Anderson. You know what you call that right there? You know what you call that top 15 list right there? All-star cast. Pretty close. They're all in it. They are all in it. So there you go. Hey, we have some other things to cover. Couple little things. Bring some Tell you what, after the break here, bring some questions, some comments, maybe a Wrangler Minute topic, but we're going to take a quick break. Montana Silversmiths, the official buckle maker of pro rodeo and the professional bull riders. Every buckle has a story. Quick break. Let me tell you, back in the day, speaking of people who could have been big on social media, when my career really got going, even when I quit rodeo in '05, social media wasn't, you couldn't get a bump in popularity by posting 30 seconds in the arena of something you did and get a big bump in social media. There was a time back in the days in Denver, I'll tell you who could have been popular on social media. My man Eddie Hatfield, me, and my man John Brogan. Me and Brogues, Eddie and friends, we were good looking. We were funny. We were good at our jobs. Brogan, check me if I'm wrong. Tell you, we'd have gone viral. Good to see my buddy John Brogan tuning in here. Brogan Herford's good to see you, man. Oh, we'd have killed it. You know who else was always good on TV and really brought to life the idea of letting a bullfighter talk on the microphone? Not John Brogan. Not John. My man Shorty Gorham. I want to say happy birthday to my friend Shorty Gorham. Just yesterday in the mail, he sent me these. A lady made these for us, and I don't know her name. She's on here, but it's woodwork. It's a woodwork. It's a wood burned thing. And she made one for Shorty and I each and one for herself. And there's Shorty and I at the Bull Rider Hall of Fame, Bullfighters, Legends, Friends. That's me and Shorty Gorham. Happy birthday, Shorty. So all of you, I talked to Shorty last week on the phone. He called me and I said, what are you doing? He said, swathing hay and drinking beer. He said, can't do one without the other. There you go, Shorty. That's good point. So I have been in touch a lot with Shorty lately. So that's nice. So August 19th, happy birthday to everyone whose birthday it is today, but Shorty Gorham in particular. Hey, a couple of things that I have talked about, but I want to circle back because it came up again in my life. My office, right outside my office, is ticket sales department, guys at desks, and the guy that gets, if you email PBR direct, like you can just email PBR and inquire, how do I buy tickets? Or a lot of people just go to PBR direct, whatever it is, and bitch about stuff. Weird, huh? Hey, Bo, that's weird. Putting on rodeo billings. You haven't. By the way, speaking of bitching about things, you know what? If somebody just starts a new rodeo, builds a new arena, listen, I raised a couple really good cowgirls. I was married to a good cowgirl who still is. They roped and they barrel raced. And it's frustrating to run a $200,000 horse and maybe slip or something. But you know what? Don't go on social media and cuss a place that's trying their damn asses off to put on a great rodeo. You know, talk amongst yourselves for shit's sakes. And that, I love a lot of you, but if you're someone who's never left Montana and you sit there and talk shit because you're a barrel racer, keep it to yourself. You know what? Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. New Mexico. It's not new and it's not Mexico. Discuss. Anyway, sorry. That has always made me mad. And yeah, I would, if it was intentional, if it was blatant, a committee didn't care, a committee, they won't, then I would be pissed. Yeah, no kidding. I do. But when somebody's trying their asses off, and I know, listen, Bo, I know the guy I think that was driving the tractor. Right? and it was a black widow. And all he does for a living is put on barrel races. Am I right on who was driving the tractor? And and it ends with Palace. It starts with Or. So if you think that guy was intentionally doing that, fine. But he wasn't. It's like driving in traffic. If somebody intentionally cuts you off and is a dick and flips you off, then you're mad. If somebody does this and gives you the courtesy wave, like, dang it, sorry, then you're like, hey, gotcha. That's the rules. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Mike, I knew you'd appreciate that. Mike's married to great Miley Daly. She knows a thing or two. And listen, like I said, I get it, but you can discuss it. You know what another thing is? Contribute. If you got an idea. Hold on. Wait a second. That would mean you'd take a little responsibility and you'd have to step up and do something. Yeah. Sorry about that. No, just put it on social media. Sorry, I was mistaken. Speaking of social media, let's do that. There you go. How'd I do, Bo? How'd I do? Good? Didn't seem to bother Emma, who won, or Alyssa, or Lisa. Rodeo horses, I guess. Anyway, thanks everybody. Salty. I knew it. When it's over 100 degrees, look out. I'm salty. Great rant. Thanks, Dan. What else do I have? Oh, this is what I was getting to. This is where it's simple. People are emailing us when I say us, about PBR, to PBR. And what they're concerned about is people are falling for, hey, there's a fake John Crimber account. This was a big one. And he has got us for a few $1,000s because he needed to bail a friend out. It's called a scam. And they ask for money and people send money. And then PBR gets the call. We went through this for a long time. Wanted something legally done coming after us because John Crimber you need to let John Crimber know this account took us for money. It's not him. And it's not PBR. Listen, it is every day. It is every day. Nobody's hacking my account. Listen, I do my best, everyone, on this very Facebook account. When I post something, if there's a lot of comments, pretty soon there's comments appear underneath it from Flint Rasmussen official fan account, Flint Rasmussen. Type in a name of somebody you're searching for on Facebook, and there will be 15 people of that name that come up. There's no limitations. There's no restrictions on what name. So nobody's hacking up our account. They're duplicating it. They're mirroring our account. And then they're saying, hi, it's John Crimber. I need $2,500 for my friend. Let me tell you something. John Crimber does not need $2,500. JB Mooney does not need $5,000. Cooper Davis does not need $3,000. All specific examples of people contacting PBR wanting us to do something. Let me give everybody a tip. Be careful. None of us are ever going to ask for money from you. If I want money from any of you, if I feel that you owe me money or I want money from you, I have your phone number. So, Bo, when I need money from you, I'm calling your ass. I'm not asking you on a public Facebook forum. Hey, but what they do is, Crystal, she needs $5. They slide into your DMs. Hey, oh, John Brogan, you gotta go to work. Oh yeah, he a previous segment about doing a Where Are They Now. I love it. I saw that, Brogues. Good to see you, man. So anyway, we've had Facebook and stuff long enough now. It's time to realize who's who. And I do my best under my posts to go and delete them and ban them from my page, but I can't keep up. So, and most of them aren't real people, everyone. They're not real people. So, I feel like I hear thunder out here. Maybe not. All right, Robin Rose. Yeah, I do not have Robin. I do not have your number. I could find it though. I can find whatever. This is there to get Billings ready for the rodeo for the fair. It's a great venue. Is dedicated to County Commissioner John Austin. Yeah. Yep. No phone call. Now everybody thinks I have their number. I hear thunder out here. What else? What else do we have? Have we done? I kind of did a Wrangler minute right there, didn't I? Should I float it out? How about a Wrangler minute? I'll try it. Oh, wait, one more picture. I want to say there is a pride in Montana when there's guys from Montana, not only that played. I have some friends from went to school. I'm good friends with Alex Singleton, linebacker for the Denver Broncos. He played at Montana State University. He's from Thousand Oaks, California, but great dude. Ty Okada plays for the Seattle Seahawks. There's Daniel Hardy. Sebastian Valdez is looking for a spot with the 49ers. There's two guys played in a preseason game last weekend and literally went head to head. This picture says it all. Number 86 for the San Francisco 49ers, battling for a roster spot. Junior Bergen from Billings Senior High School in Billings, Montana, return man for the University of Montana Grizzlies, got drafted and looking to earn a spot for the 49ers. Look who's making the tackle. Former quarterback for the Montana State University Bobcats, touchdown Tommy Mellott. He also returned a kickoff 42 yards in that same game, made a couple tackles on special teams. Are either of them going to make the 53-man roster? I don't know. There's a chance they don't. But anyone, whoever puts on one of those NFL uniforms and steps on the grass in an NFL stadium, they're studs and they're my heroes. So two really sharp, good kids and down-to-earth Montana kids. One from Billings, one from Butte. How these guys doing, huh? Touchdown Tommy and Junior Bergen, two of the greatest college football players ever to play in Montana. Good to see him in a preseason game. There you go. How about a Wrangler minute? You know the rules. Throw it. There's my man, Mike Hamblin. Look, as soon as I put something up from Butte, Hambone pops in there. Give me a topic. Talk about for 1 minute. We'll try it. If not, we'll call it a night, but I'll give you a chance. Wrangler minute could be rodeo, could be bull riding, could be, I don't know. There's old Garrison popping in right there. Garrison, heard you did a great job. You and Bobby T. Congratulations to your wife and your mother-in-law as well for placing in the barrel racing and not posting anything on social media. Anyway, thanks, Josh. Good to see you. The CW with delay and beeping out words. They actually, most networks are on like a 5-second delay, and they can mute out. The reason is when bull riders yell the F word. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. There's Chris Pantani coming out of nowhere. Who's going to the Super Bowl this year? I can't talk about that for a minute. I don't know enough yet. It's the preseason. Who knows? I don't know. Most memorable movie lines, I can't remember. What do you like about the official doing thumbs up or thumbs down for the challenges? It's either thumbs up or it's thumbs down. I don't know. What do I think about it? It's great as long as they get it right, which they usually do. Jason Griffith, favorite Montana rodeo. Look at Sarita, or when they say the MF. Jeez, yeah, no kidding. I actually passed on as kind of overseeing competition. I actually passed on word to the riders. I love emotion. I love when somebody hates to lose, but have a little wherewithal that there's TV cameras around. Yes, Jeff, I did talk about Sports Center sharing the cornhole throw. Yeah, I did. Good to see you, Jeff. Glad you're on. I did that really early, actually, so I know that's all right. Maybe we don't have a. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. Hey. Beat the traffic, man. You know there's going to be traffic, dude. Hey, come on. Get there. Right here. We're all here. World Series, I don't know. Favorite Bob Tallman moment? I got one. It's not a moment. It's more of a Garrison. You'll appreciate this. Listen, I will say before I get into this, Amanda, good, bad, and ugly. I didn't go to Nashville. Okay, here it is. Bob Tallman. If you don't know who Bob Tallman is, haven't been around rodeo much, which is fine. There is a generation. There's two generations. Bob Tallman changed the profession of rodeo announcing. Rodeo announcing, there was Cy Talon and Clem McSpadden and Pete Logan and Stan Rasmussen, the old school announcers that you said what was going on, what the score was. You didn't show enthusiasm and judge the ride, so to speak. There was that style. And along came Bob Tallman. There are 2 or 3 generations of rodeo announcers who have just tried to be Bob Tallman. That's where the bandana around the neck, pants tucked in the boots, announcing horseback, and hey, Bobby T, Montana, hey, let's fuck up Montana, right? That's Bob Tallman. Bob Tallman never just talks to you. He says, Flint, let me tell you something. And then he talks. And you don't know where the hell he's going half the time. So here's my Wrangler Minute. Get ready. You ready, Bo? Wrangler Minute, favorite Bob Tallman moment. It's more of a generalization, but here it goes. Wrangler Minute, ready, go. One year, Bob Tallman, in all my years working the Calgary Stampede, was put in charge of production and the run of show and the timing. And so we're in a production meeting, and Bob was talking, and they ran contestant flags or sponsor flags before and after every event. And I'll never forget, the ladies said, Bob, we need to run that event flag. The Ranch Girls, do you want it run after the event or before the event? What did we decide on this? And Bob across the table said, let me tell you something. I'm paraphrasing heavily. Let me tell you something about that flag. When we look out across the mountain, there's an eagle flying, and that eagle comes down, and he says, this is our country. This is where we want to be. And that eagle flies, and he's free. And that's what he's thinking. It's like, so Bob, when we want to run the flag, like, what the hell are you talking about, Bob? Wrangler Minute. I paraphrase. All I wanted to know, when do we run the damn flag? And Bob, let me tell you about that flag. That's America. It's paraphrasing, but I know BJ's laughing. Anyone who's ever been around Bob, and he treats us like gold, and he is a legend. Yeah, that guy, he should be in every Hall of Fame for rodeo that's ever been invented. He helps people. It just, Bobby T, he's the best. You wouldn't know. We were going to do a show or a segment on my Outside the Barrel show a few years ago. If we would have had rights, when Bob was announcing the NFR, we wanted rights to highlights, and we were going to do a segment every day, but it was too much to get clips. It was going to be called, What the Hell is Bob Talking About Now? Let me tell you, you'll snort in your shorts, get a stain, you'll never get out of there. There's some legendary ones on Facebook. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nobody can say less with more than Bob Tallman. Where'd Rankin go? I thought he might chime in on that. So anyway, thanks everybody. It's good to be back. Good to see everybody. Did you hear the thunder? Can you hear that? Can you hear the thunder? I didn't even know it was supposed to rain, for God's sakes. I'll tell you, and nobody could do Memorial Night at the NFR better than Bob Tallman. So anyway, big weekend for rodeo, getting into Kennewick, Washington and Bremerton, Washington, and that weekend before Labor Day. It's huge this week. I think Salmon, Idaho, speaking of my brother, Chris is speechless. My brother Will, Salmon, Idaho, his hometown now. Just great rodeos all over. I made a little appearance the other night and said hello to my friend Backflip Johnny Dudley at the North Texas State Fair and Rodeo right up the road in Denton, and then spent the evening listening to my friends Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers Band. So lots going on. Keep an eye on it. We're in Austin this weekend. Thanks to Bo back at the home office. Thanks to everybody for watching. We'll keep you updated. Some things in the works. Chris Rankin, we'll see you. Big Northwest run, Crystal. That's right. The greatest in the world. Miss it. Maybe see you up there soon someday. Chris Rankin, we'll see you in Austin, buddy, Friday afternoon. Thanks for coming, everybody. See you next time.